Previously on Oh, the Audacity. Okay, well, welcome back to Oh, the Audacity.
Hey,
Today we got Jackie, we got Cookie, and we are going to jump right in and talk about, are you caught in a toxic friendship or are you the toxic friend? Because, you know, these friendship circles, we watch a lot of reality TV, and these friendship circles are toxic. They are tearing each other down at every step of the way. But sometimes we may see our own selves like in these reality TV friendship circles. Not just saying that we are all toxic girlfriends, but sometimes I do see some of my goings-ons, being reflected on the TV screen. And that's not like with my main circle of friends, but it's these other little pockets of friends that I may have. And I'll be like, yo, like, this is not it. Like, y'all are toxic friends. Y'all are making me feel a way about a friendship. I shouldn't have to feel a way about a friendship. A friendship is supposed to be like pure. Your friends are supposed to be people that you should be able to rely on, right?
Absolutely.
But some of these chicks out here, you can't rely on them at all, and they will just weigh you down. What do y'all think about this topic?
This topic for me, I can't stand a toxic, hating ass chick. And it's always when, people in friend groups, it's always that one person that wants to bring somebody new around, and we all have to kind of jizz our way through it and figure out who the person is and stuff like that. But it always comes to the light when that person shows their hand, because if you got 6-7 people in a friend group or whatever that everyone's been friends, and then you have that, she's trying to link on to this person or link on to that person, or he's trying to link on to this person and trying to fit in. Or then he might, I think one thing like that should never happen. If you are a new person in a friend group and you hear something, you should not be going back to somebody else saying something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is some messy stuff, but it happens all the times in friend groups because of people in friend groups tend to gossip.
That is true.
And I think gossiping in friend groups, and you see it on reality TV, you see it on different shows and things like that, it becomes very, very, very messy. The gossiping or the withholding.
Let's get into the withholding.
But hold up, because that's a contradiction. You just said you shouldn't, if you hear something about somebody, you shouldn't say anything. Wouldn't that be considered withholding?
No, because to them.
Gossiping.
Say something to them, not to like other people. You should say something directly to them and not in a group setting. Like, we are of a certain age where you can just pull me to the side and be like, you know what, Shantae, I heard this and I'm coming straight to you with it because, I feel like you need to know.
Okay.
Come tell me. Especially if it has something to do and it is something that is like a matter of the heart or just like a matter of our friendship circle and how something may not be right within that. Like, no, come to me and tell me, because I feel like these are things that can be discussed amongst friends. Okay. Don't withhold it saying you didn't know how to approach me about it. And then it comes out later that I found out that you knew about it.
Okay, so personally, I am guilty of bringing or trying to bring new friends within a friend circle. But my intentions is only that I see this new person as someone who's sweet, they communicate well, they like to have a good time. It's like, oh my God. And then they're hearing me have a good time with my circle. They're like, you never invited me out with your circle. And I'm like, you know what?
Because you need to form your own circles with your own friends. Everybody everybody's circles aren't meant to be mingled in, and I think that is the problem some people struggle with.
And I was
all friends aren't meant to be mixed.
That is true, and that is a lesson that I've learned, and it's actually a lesson that I really paid attention to as I've gotten older. Because when I was younger, we was all just partying. Nobody had time to be getting it. But when you get older, you know, views change and opinions start to matter a little more than they did when you were younger. But it's just like when I look back at certain friend circles, it's like I've seen relationships blossom, new friendship blossoms from me bringing in new people. And now that person and someone in the group have become really good friends. So there's good things that come out of it as well. You understand what I'm saying? But
those times are few and far between.
I mean, yeah, there definitely have been times where I've been introduced to new people in a friend circle and have formed some of the best relationships.
Thank you. So let's not forget the positive that comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that was why I brought
sometimes
it happens.
Sometimes it don't happen, and we be
and like, sometimes it don't. But you have to now. And I will say this: being the friend that brings in new friends, when you start to pay attention to the little riffraff going on, and you can identify the new person starting it, I think it's the responsibility of that person who brought them in to check them. Like you said, Shantae, pull them aside, have a conversation. Look, now I've been with this circle for umpteen years, centuries. We never had these certain types of problems. You're not about to come bring this, because just like I brought you in with your parents, your mother, I brought you in this world, I'll take your ass out. You know, but then it's like, oh, well, you can't do that because I'm friends with her now. No, yes, the hell I can.
And y'all could be friends where? Over there.
Yeah. So what about if I'm the new person in the friend group and we all have become friends and I got some information about your man? But I'm
know me about my damn man.
But I'm withholding it because I know y'all talking to the same man.
No.
Wait, are you the friend that is new to the group, or are you a friend that has been in the circle?
I'm a newer friend, but now I've been in the circle for a minute now.
Are you considered a friend? Are you part of us, or are you still a link? Are you still?
No, I'm considered one of the girls' really good friends, and you know, I'm still new in the circle, but I myself consider.
Keep your new ass over there until you have actual facts. Now, if you got actual facts, then it depends.
But if it comes out in the end, like, oh damn, she knew this, and I knew this information, and I withheld this information, but I'm sitting around y'all every day, knowing that y'all talking to the same nigga and not saying anything. Now, am I bad? Am I a toxic friend?
Yeah.
I don't know about toxic. I'm not gonna say toxic.
Shady ass.
All of the above. Yes.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say toxic, but I would say if you're hearing information about a man that you know one of your friends in the circle is involved in, and it's to the point where it's making you feel uncomfortable, I think you need to find the best way to say something. Maybe say it to the friend that brought you in. Look, I got some information. I don't want to seem messy. If I tell you, maybe you can investigate it and see if it's worth you telling your friend, because you know her better than I do. And I don't want to be that new friend coming in with drama. You have to be very careful, because I've seen where people, oh, that's your cousin, right? Yeah, you my girl. Oh, her dude mess with my friend. And then I go back and say, girl, such and such told me. I said it, but I ain't say it like that. And then it get messy, and then stuff start to happen.
Well, it's going to get messy anyway. So I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Don't be going through if you in this group, you've been brought in, you in now. You already in now. Mm-hmm. Ain't no halfway in, halfway out. You're in. Once you start hanging with this group, you're in. If you have information pertaining to my relationship, you just like you would be telling me tea about, we watched something on the Housewives, tell me this tea about that has something to actually do with me. Don't send it through no middleman, because you already got the information. Just come and tell me.
But every time that person hears something,
unless it's you that's messing with my man, then you better find a middleman.
But every time that person, but what happens if that person keep coming to you with information, keep coming to the point where you like,
they ain't about to keep coming with no information, because once you done told me that my man is messing with somebody in the friend group, you're talking about a friend coming in. Is already over here now.
So wait, you're talking about
me 3-4 times about the same thing. You done told me once already.
So, but you're talking about something different than I was thinking. So you're talking about a new friend coming in a circle, and a new friend knows that one man is messing with your friend and another friend in a circle?
Yes.
No, now that's a whole different story right there. Okay. I thought you were talking about somebody you know outside the circle is messing with somebody in the circle, man.
I mean, even if it's that, once you told me one time, you ain't got to tell me no 5 or 6 times about the same man doing this. Because
so are you? But some women,
I'm not gonna be messing with that friend no more. Somebody gotta go.
Somebody
gotta go. Yeah.
So and see, that is that slippery slope I'm talking about, because me personally, just because I bring somebody around to have fun with us, I didn't bring them around to be a friend, because they're not in this circle. So that's when you know your place. Number one, you are an affiliation of the group. You're not a part of the group. You know, you just affiliate with the group. When we go to certain places, you will get extended the invite. Some places you're just not going to get that invite. Not to be shady, because I can be the friend of a friend group, you know, that I don't get invited to every place. Don't be mad. Everything is not for everybody. It's not
everything for everybody.
Thank you.
Everything is not for everybody. So what
my problem is right
So
there.
What do y'all think a toxic trait is? Like, how can you spot it out?
Yes.
When you first meet, it has some little bullet points up on the thing, up on the screen, and some of them was you're jealous. One was you're jealous of their other friends.
So how do you tell if someone is jealous though? How would that come about?
Just
give me some examples.
Around your other friends, like, or if they're always dropping little hints, like saying, well, you acting brand new because you with such and such.
And at our big age, people are still doing that. That's sad.
They
are. What I see is when that new person comes in the group, she's just staring and eyeballing you down, just staring. It's a look that females give other females. It's that energy. It be energy. You can tell when people's spirits ain't right. You can tell. It's something. And we're at the age where it's the women intuition. You better believe it. It's something there. If you don't get a good vibe from a person and shit just don't flow, you might want to look into that. And you might want to tap the other friend on the shoulder and be like, something off with her, to put it out there. I think that's one of the telltales.
And I don't like when someone always tries to like one up. Like if I say, I cannot stand that individual. Like if I say like, I'm going to Mexico next week too. Like, you know, like it's always a one.
Congratulations.
That is something that I in on, like, this is a toxic ass bitch right here. Because like you always trying to outdo, like
annoying.
Like that. It's annoying.
It's annoying.
Trying to be in competition with your friends is like, why are we friends if everything is a competition?
And another thing
about relationships too, like if I said I had a bad day, don't come in here talking about how much more bad your day was, how much worse your day was.
Stop bragging. I don't like the bragging and boasting. If you told me I had a good day today, then I'll be like, oh my God, my man is so amazing. Let me tell you what he did. He did this. It's like, okay, bitch, rub it in. Like, enough. Stop bragging. You gotta know how to let things flow. And if that shit don't flow organically, we not for each other.
So do y'all see at our big age women bragging?
Yes. Absolutely. And another thing I can't stand.
Are women bragging, y'all, in the chats at our big age? Men and women in friend groups. Y'all see braggers in your friend groups?
Yeah, let us know what y'all think about that.
And another thing, you want to know another thing? And Shantae, out of our friend group, you were the only one that has been married in our immediate, like the core. So you've never addressed your ex as, he had a name, and his name wasn't my husband. I can't stand that. Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
girl, my husband, or when you was engaged. Oh yeah, my fiance, girl, he had a name before and he had a name during, and he goddamn gonna have a name after. Enough with the title.
Please, please, what do y'all think about the woman that always refers to the man as my husband? And as a man, how do you feel about your woman not even acknowledging your name?
Yes, it's
Like
husband.
Yeah, because like you said, he has a name.
Girl, my husband.
Mommy.
Yeah, because you have a name. Like it's like I know you waited your whole life to say you have a husband, but you can Congratulations, sweetheart. You can use his name. Everybody doesn't, and I've seen this, and I do think it's quite annoying. And it's like sometimes girls that do that, it's like it's like every second. Oh well, my husband, he got my keys. Oh well, my husband about to pick me up. My husband about to call me an Uber. Oh,
and
my husband.
Wives, please understand, it's not that we're jealous because we don't have a husband. Because a lot of us, if we wanted to be married, we could be, but some of us choose not to be. Some of us was already married. Some of us was engaged. So it's not that. I promise you, it's not that. It's just that we know that.
I'm tired of hearing y'all keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Yes, and if I had a male friend, and every time he referred to his wife as my wife, that would be annoying as well.
I don't hear men. Do you hear men saying that? Like, I don't really hear men doing
I don't.
Do you, Shantae?
I guess it all depends on like the age range and like how long they have been married, or if that person is even, I don't know how to put this, like if they even should be married at all.
If they happily married.
A lot of these men be just getting married because the woman says so, and they don't really be in their marriage. But that's another conversation for another time.
But do you think that's an insecure thing to keep saying my husband,
I think so. I really think so.
I think it has to do with insecurity and, just making sure that everybody knows. Like, okay, we know, we get it.
Yeah. I think in the beginning, it's like, it's the excitement of it. Like, oh my God, I have a husband. I think that phase goes away after a while. Like, enough. We know. Okay. We know his name. We're not going to say that because then it just gets corny and it's annoying. So yeah. So that's another telltale with the toxic friend. Insecurities. I can't do the insecurities.
And some toxic friends are like bullies. Like, and that is like a clear eye view to know that this relationship, this friendship is one-sided. When they are just bullies constantly. Like, I know some people, and I wouldn't even call them friends at this point. They are associates who are just real live bullies. And I feel like I'm back in high school all over again when dealing with them, because everything they say have like an undertone of, I'm going to bully you into agreeing with me, or I'm going to bully you into having these same thoughts that I'm having and doing things that I think are right. And I'm like, no, we too old for you to still be acting this way.
It's so
I'm not even going to be bothered.
I don't mind you having an opinion because everybody has an opinion. I have an opinion.
Too opinionated is too much for me.
Anybody to have a difference of opinion. They want them to. They want everybody to agree with them on everything, and that's just not.
Or they get.
That's unrealistic. Like for you to think that everybody is going to agree with you at all times. No.
Yeah, that's true. And that is definitely true. And that can be annoying. It can definitely be annoying.
And we see it like the housewives. They are in a toxic friendship group.
Mm-hmm.
All the franchises, honestly, they all are in toxic friend groups.
They're backstabbing each other constantly. They are bullying each other constantly. They are wrangling insignificant others into their crap and their foolishness constantly every episode. And the whole situation is toxic. That's why I literally said that on the last thing that we were watching, the reunion show. Like, none of these girls even like each other.
But I think it's lights, cameras, action, y'all. I think this TV, the cameras is on now. I'm about to go in because of ratings, and they get push stories and stuff like that. We already talked about that. But in real life relationships, ain't no cameras, ain't no lights. it's some real shit going on. And if you want to be committed in this relationship, because a friendship is a relationship.
It is.
If I don't feel safe around y'all, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, and a relationship is based off of a friendship. Well, it should be, you know.
Yes.
So at the core of everything, friendship is at the core of everything. And a lot of these situations that we put ourselves in is just, it's not beneficial to ourselves. I had to do a lot of like introspect, I guess that's the word, introspect on the relationships that I had out here in the world. Like, is this serving me, or is this energy just totally off? Because energy being off in a relationship or in a friendship or just any type of ship can really throw that person off. Like, it'll have you second guessing yourself, and you like, this ain't even me.
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes you have to look at yourself, because sometimes it be you, and you be like, damn, my family in an uproar, my friendship in an uproar, my worship. So you got to check yourself sometimes, because sometimes you may be the toxic one.
Yeah, I definitely had my season of toxicity.
Yeah, sometimes you are the toxic one, and it takes a friend to tap you on your shoulder and say, boo.
Definitely.
Pull it back.
You know you was wrong.
You're doing the most. Yeah, that was effed up. You got to will it back. And it takes a friend to be able to receive it, because I know it's coming from a genuine place. You know, a lot of people can't receive stuff. A lot of people have a big problems with taking accountability for their actions or what they said or how they moved on a certain incident. And it takes a real person to sit there and say, you know what, I messed up. I don't know why or how I got there, but I messed up. And
accountability is so hard for a lot of people.
Yes.
I like what you said, Tay. Like, you had to evaluate your friend groups and say, hey, and I think that's taking accountability. I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't say. Like, hey, I need to step back out of these friendships, or, you know, or they can be salvaged or they can't be, because some things are very toxic and they're one-sided, and, you know, it's not like real friendship.
Or sometimes somebody got to step up and say, look, y'all, this person, since this person has come in, they have rocked the boat, did this, did that. It's time for them to take a seat out there, because they're not serving this circle like it used to be.
Everything ain't for everybody. We said that earlier in this episode. Everything ain't for everybody. And just because you may be friends with this one person, you may not mesh well with the other 80.
Everybody. Yes. So keep your friendship over there, because you're not over here.
And I am a big believer, and I don't like mixing friends. I have separate friends outside of my friend groups, and I will just go hang out with them, do something cute with them, or just, you know, one-on-ones or whatever with certain people. And I won't bring them into my immediate big friend group, because that's y'all. This is my immediate. Those are my special people. You know, and I'm selfish with my core. You know,
I've let too many.
I don't need to have everyone meshing in with them people. You know, but I can still have some really genuine friendships outside of my core friend groups. Yeah, and those are I have some really great friends outside of my core friend groups.
Yep, and it doesn't take away from the genuineness, like you said, of the friendship. As long as they're not toxic individuals that are just weighing you down and pitting you against your other friends. But just because they're not in your core group doesn't mean that they aren't good friends to have.
What do you think?
Sometimes in your core group, like, you could just.
But what do you think about this? What do you think about?
They're not y'all, but they still have longevity. Like, they have longevity. I've had them for 10 years, you know, and it's like, they're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but we know how to communicate that, and we are still friends. And you can't communicate that with everybody. And some people are not willing to even communicate that, and that lies the problem.
What do you think about your core having a separate friendships other than your core group? But then in that separate friendship, people in your core group is the topic of conversation. I got a problem with that.
Well, that doesn't happen for me, because y'all don't even know each other. So
Yeah, it happens to me a lot more than it should
because
I have to take
I'm not mixing with
accountability
my friends. Like
because I'm a
that
mesher.
group is over there, this group is over here. We don't even live in the same state. It ain't even no mixing. It ain't even.
Kudos
It's very
to you.
rare that we are all going to be somewhere together unless it has something to do with me. That we will all be together at the same time. So our conversations are not the same.
What do you feel about when your groups mesh because of you maybe a celebration or something, and then within that time frame another person from outside has linked up with your with your other set and you like, oh yeah, such and such called. Doesn't that make you look like what the hell? Or do you feel like, oh, that's fine?
What you
How
doing
does that
over
make you
there?
feel? It makes you feel
It depends on it.
too much.
I mean,
Too much.
I think there's boundaries. It goes back to boundaries and knowing your place.
Too much.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's boundaries. Like, oh, you exchanged your numbers. Now y'all went to brunch. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Without me.
Yes,
like, that's the same thing that happened on a Housewives. Like,
yes.
you're Jacqueline, you my friend, but you out taking dates with all these girls and not telling me. I brung you. Like, what?
But people feel as though we're grown. We can do that. People feel as though we're grown. We can do that. I personally have boundaries. I'm not. If you introduce
like
me to your friend, I'm not going to be linking up with your friend because we met. That doesn't make us friends because we had a good time one night. I'm feeling like
I wouldn't even do that. Like I'm thinking right now of y'all outside friends. It's none of y'all outside friends that I would just call up and be like, "Hey, girl, let's go out to brunch." Oh,
because you have boundaries.
Oh no, I ain't tell them. I'm just telling you.
You have boundaries.
Foolishness. That just sound crazy to me.
You have boundaries.
No, I wouldn't. I would never.
I would never do that. But people I bring in, they feel as though because I'm an open book and just so happy, they feel as though they can do that. And I'm just looking like,
They or.
It's been more than one. But
okay.
They. But it's
they
like,
know who to ask to go out to girl. No.
Yeah, it's weird. But nobody when you bring it up, like nobody, it's okay. You're allowed to. I think it's weird. I
think that networking and things like that, if it's like a work thing, like, oh my God, I really liked your girlfriend Tay, she was really cool. We exchanged numbers, and I want to network with her with some business stuff.
Yeah,
and I think it's a way to say it because some like we are women of a certain age and Black women, we can always help each other and empower each other. So to network and take it off one with another friend might not be a bad situation, but it's etiquette in how you do it.
Thank you.
There shouldn't be a surprise element.
I think it's quantity. Every single one is like, girl, it's too much.
I'm just scrolling down Instagram and now I see y'all out at Barcode or Park and having a good old time. And nobody ain't called me and asked me about nothing. And don't let y'all be in Baltimore and ain't nobody called me and asked me about nothing. I'm really gonna feel some type of way then.
It's weird.
It's very weird. But if you're networking, that's totally different. Like if you have a business enterprise and I want to, help you and I want to support you in your business so that I am buying your products or I'm using your facility or I'm doing something like that. That's totally different. That is Black women uplifting each other and just making it happen how we do. Hanging out as girlfriends. What are you doing right now?
Yeah,
but I don't think men have these issues. I don't think men
because they understand boundaries. Men have boundaries when it comes to certain things. Oh yeah, that's my dog. Oh, what up, dog? I'll see that dude the next time we all hang out. Until then, I'll see you later. Women, oh, she seemed cool. Oh, she looked cute. Oh, she dressed cute. Oh, I want to hang with her. I want to be. No, it's annoying.
I don't really see men in toxic friend groups. I don't have too many men I can say like, oh, he got all his friends that I don't see that with men groups like toxic.
No, they don't. They have some toxicity. What is it? They have some toxic moments. Yeah, toxicity. They have moments, but they don't monopolize on that shit like us. We be doing too much sometimes. We do way too much as women sometimes. But I have seen men fall out over stuff. You like, y'all really not friends anymore for that? Okay.
I think men, egos. It's egos with men. It's
and women emotions.
It's emotions with women and it's egos with men.
Them E's will get you every time.
Men fall out. Their ego, they get too big or get too, like, oh, he think he the shit now, or like some men just can't. They just can't take it. I've seen men fall out on that level.
Yes,
and I've seen men fall out over money.
Oh, you should never mix it. That's
I see men fall out over money all the time.
Money and women.
Do it to them every time.
Money and women.
Women?
Yes. Money and women.
And their barber.
In a barbershop.
The barbers.
What do you mean? I ain't never seen what the barbers got to do with shit.
Because that's like a friend circle that's not really a friend circle. They be friends with their barbers. And then if you go to another barber, that barber be feeling some type of way. I've seen it.
Well, hairstylists do the same things. And nail techs, they the same way. They're the same way.
They start hanging out and then they think that you loyal to just them, but you may have 2 other barbers that you go to when this barber is not available. It's a whole thing.
You right.
These men and their barbers,
they serious.
They could have a reality TV about their barbers.
I think you're right. You're onto something.
Yeah. So barbers, money, and women, men fall out on.
Yep, and ego.
Yeah, and women. So, like talking to the same woman, or like,
or yeah, you knew that was my main chick. Why would you F her? Why would you F? Like I thought she was just somebody, but that's my main. They be having like, yeah, they go at it. They go.
I think if a man does something with his friend's chick that never was his friend, like I think it's off. Like if you know I'm talking to someone, it should be off limits.
But if they're talking,
that go the same way for women too.
Yeah, like
I'm talking to somebody or I'm interested in somebody, it should be off limits. Or if I have talked to somebody, and if I have talked to somebody and you don't know it, maybe I should tell you so that you don't get your feelings all involved with that somebody.
Because you might want to go back in a second.
I done talked to and I done all up in that somebody.
What you say, Shantae? If I pissed on it, it's mad.
But yeah, I think that Like
so listen, let me ask y'all a question, because this came up in a conversation with a family member, female. So you and this guy. Like me and this guy was kicking it, it didn't really get serious, but we crossed the line and it became intimate, right? And we were seeing each other every once in a while. But this particular guy, I wasn't really trying to go there with him. Like he's just fun, something to do. So my friend comes and we all out and she meets the guy. And she really feels as though, oh, this person is really dope, Then they exchange numbers and they start going out. But she really is liking him on the same level that he is looking for a woman, And then they decide like, yo, you mess with my friend. Yeah, I mean, we messed around, but we ain't never having a relationship. It was just, when we saw we got together. And she felt as though, well, hey, y'all was never together. Y'all probably did a thing or two, but I'm really liking you. And then they start a relationship. What do you think about that? Absolutely. I don't care how good we get along. I don't even want to look at you in that way because I know y'all had a fling, not a relationship, but y'all had situations. I'm just no. What do you feel?
How long ago was it?
I mean, it was like a couple of months ago.
No, like how long was their relationship?
A couple of months ago. Like they was messing around maybe in the summertime.
And now she's messing with the other friend.
Now he's messing with the other friend. They never had a relationship, just situationship.
I think it should be off limits. I mean,
fresh anyway. Like that just happened.
So you think it's a time frame?
The same 12 months.
So you think it's a time frame, like over a year? You think you should like whatever?
I feel like it need to be more than a year, honestly. Like,
I mean, like if I used to talk to a guy and we had a situation and it was 3 years ago, and then one of you guys like, oh, I'm talking to him now, I'm gonna feel some type of way about it. I'm gonna be like,
I am too.
I'm gonna be like, well, damn, like you know I used to talk to that nigga though, right?
And they be like, no, I never knew y'all talked. You never told me that.
Okay.
Then you're not in this real friend circle.
Yeah. You're not in the
real
circle. Notice.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Like if I talk to somebody
and took it,
I don't even care if it was really intimate or not. If I talk to somebody and we've been in a situation, I don't feel like as a friend you should be trying to talk to somebody that I ever talked to.
Yeah,
I don't care if we just even went on dates and we dated for a while, but it never got taken to that level. I don't feel like as a friend, like, I like this person. We like each other. We dated. He came to my house. I went to his house. We kicked it, went to movies. Like 2 years later, you talking to the same dude. To me, that's a flag on the play. That's a flag.
Yeah, because all these niggas in the world, you got us with this one.
Something I had. Yeah.
No. It's weird to me because, like you said, it's too many niggas in this world for you to just be wanting to talk to the same nigga I want to talk to 2 years later. So, like, that's a problem for me. And
you probably was wanting to talk to him 2 years ago.
No, she didn't know about it. She never knew about it.
I don't know. I'm not with none of that.
I'm not either. You know, I'm very territorial. Like, I don't care if it was 18 years ago. That was my love back then. He's off limits. Because I'm gonna let you know that's my.
I think men have different rules for that though than women do.
Men definitely have different rules.
Yeah, I think men have different rules.
Talk to both of y'all at the same time.
Yeah,
so I don't think y'all know each other.
Yeah, I don't think men
ain't no man doing that.
Yes, they are. I have just been in a situation back here. Child, I'm not getting
you know, I know them men definitely doing that. Please, if they could do more of it, they would.
I definitely think that men,
I bring myself back down to reality real fast. Forgot where I was at on Joe Biden's internet.
Yeah, I think I think men have different standards when it comes to dating a girl in a friends group that someone dated. I think men think it's like, all right, yeah, I used to fuck with her like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, that's, to me, I think women are a little bit more disposable for men, and they can move on quickly, and they might not really feel no type of way. Us females, us females, we like, oh, that's mine. Like, I used to talk to them. I think men, they don't really feel that way. And men, if I'm wrong, get in that chat, let me know, because I could be wrong. But I personally feel that y'all men don't really hold that standard when it comes to a girl you used to talk to back in the day. And now you're man talking to her.
I think it depends on the female. It depends on how he felt about that female. It's going to determine how he feels about one of the homies smashing. If that was his boo, his first love, or that's I love you, know I F with her, I don't think he going to be cool with that. I think he'll get over it quicker, but I think he will have a problem with it. Deep down inside, he got a problem.
But so many men, so many friends, men, guys and friends group smash the homie. Like, it's a thing. It's a saying.
There's no emotional attachment.
It's a saying.
He was just a bad girl.
Brag about it.
Yeah, because they just doing that, smashing. There's no relationship behind it. They just smashing. Like, I mean.
Yeah, so if my dude starts smashing her 3 years later, I don't think men are going to care. Women will care, though.
I think most women will care.
Some women, not the toxic friend. The toxic friend.
She just getting in where she fit in, okay?
Yeah, she came here for a good time. And maybe a long time, because you might not even know that she's toxic yet.
Yeah, look at the best friend in BMF. She right next door.
But see, I got a problem.
Let me get your pan, baby.
I got a problem with
she's smashing her husband.
I got a problem with females being so quick to call someone their friend. I got a problem with that word friend. Everybody, just because you get along, that is not your friend. My mother told me at an early age, everybody ain't your friend. And it's okay. And don't expect to be everybody's friend.
It's okay to not get that friend designation out, because I feel like that is deeper than, just a word.
Yes.
And people are your associates, or They might not even be it's somebody I know. I know them.
And that's cool. I know of them. You might not even know them. You know of them. Oh, yeah, I know of her. And I think that word friend in circles sometimes is used too loosely. It's used way too loosely. We have to tighten it. And I, again, guilty, tighten it up on that end. I've tightened it up a lot, even with family at certain aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
I vowed in this new soft life era that I'm living in that I am not welcoming in any more toxicity from any angle, not from friendships, not from relationships, any of it. If I feel like it's not serving me, it is not welcome here.
That is excellent.
I like that. I like that for you, Tay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
think that we have wrapped this up. Like I said, I want you guys to get into that comment. Let us know, is it okay for the homies to smash?
Let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think about that.
No toxic friends. No toxic
friends. And can a homie smash if it was like 4 years ago or 3 years ago? Do y'all men matter?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Can a homie smash your old thing? Let us know.
I wish somebody would come up 2 years later.
Let us know what y'all think about
shaking the table.
Yes. So yes, let us know. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and stopping by. No toxic friends. That was the baseline of it tonight. And stay tuned for next Thursday when we come through with another subject. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we are out.
Take
Hold
care.
the audacity out, baby.
Because sometimes you wonder where they get the audacity. Make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube page, and you gotta follow us on the gram. O_the.audacity.